The race was about to begin as Lightning McQueen was well prepared and beats his opponent as usual and claimed first place. McQueen was way ahead of his pals as he always finds a way to win a race. His luck would run out on a faithful day. On a race, he was about to take first place as usual when a new race car from the back races past him and won the race. The new racer turned out to be Jackson Storm, a new model car embedded with speed McQueen hasn't experienced before. As time goes on, more and more new model cars appeared and forced most of McQueen pals to either retire or they get sacked by their manager. McQueen was not happy about the changes, and while determined to beat Jackson Storm's speed record, he pushed himself beyond limit and exploded, leaving everyone in shock. For months later, an assembled McQueen was depressed as he watched clips of his late mentor, Doc Hudson, which reminded him of his recent incident. Rusty and Dusty, McQueen managers, encouraged him as they told him that they have acquired a new racing center for him with a real-life simulation that will help him train to reach maximum speed, breaking Jackson Storm record. McQueen, excited, got himself painted and entered his trailer, which took him to the center. As he arrived, he was saddened by the news that Rusty and Dusty have sold their managerial rights to Sterling, who will be his new manager. They believe it was the best thing for McQueen as Sterling showed him around. Sterling introduced him to his new trainer, Cruz Ramirez, who will train him to reach maximum speed. The training process wasn't going great as McQueen was in so much hurry to get into the simulator that he bypassed training and got into it. It was more difficult than he thought, that he failed the speed test and crashed into a wall. Sterling lost hope in McQueen and advised him to retire and become a brand, but he begged that he be allowed to train for a few months on the beach and participate in the next race in Florida, and if he doesn't win the race, he will do whatever Sterling wants. Cruz Ramirez, his trainer, followed him to the beach for training, but she wasn't used to training in that environment as she got stuck over and over again. McQueen didn't get close to breaking Jackson Storm record because he spent most of his time training Cruz Ramirez to get used to the beach sand. Not making any progress, an idea struck his mind to go to Thunder Hollow, a violent street racing event, as he disguised himself so as not to attract so much attention. They were greeted with a hostile reception at Thunder Hollow as the contenders were violent racers. Cruz Ramirez raced with McQueen as he spends most of his time trying to save Cruz from colliding with other violent race cars. Cruz Ramirez was delighted as he won the race, but McQueen's cover was blown, which astonished the racers. The media belittled McQueen for stooping to compete in such an event. McQueen was frustrated as he blames Cruz because he spends too much time training his trainer instead of actually improving. Cruz was hurt as she stopped the trailer transporting them and explained to McQueen that she never wanted to be a trainer but a racer, but she blew up her one-time chance of becoming one because she lacks the confidence. After her heartfelt speech, she left him to go back to the training center. Later that evening, McQueen watched Jackson Storm in the news as he sets a new world record. McQueen wished his mentor was still alive as he spoke with his old pal Mater, who advised him to meet Smokey, the trainer of his mentor. McQueen, delighted, met Cruz on the way and convinced her to go with him, which she agreed. They arrived at Smokey's residence and met him on the racetracks. Smokey took them to a bar where they met with an era of old cars that used to be legends in the field of racing but were forced to retire during McQueen era and lived away from society ever since. Smokey showed McQueen old memories of his mentor Doc in newspapers and explained to McQueen how at the end of Doc's era, he was never really happy until he started training McQueen. McQueen and Cruz Ramirez started their training with Smokey as they were made to race in a herd of tractor cars. The training section lasted for weeks as Jackson Storm during those times kept on setting new records. On the day of the race, his trailer arrived to take him to Florida as he decided to have one more training section with Cruz. Cruz beat him by a margin, and this made him felt hopeless as he rode on his trailer. The whistle is blown. The race had begun. Lightning McQueen was halfway through the race when he overheard Mr. Sterling instructing Cruz Ramirez to go back to the training center, that she can never become a racer. McQueen then realized that it was the right time to give Cruz the chance and confidence to achieve stardom. He recalled Cruz Ramirez back to the racing center and let her take his place in the race. Cruz was delighted as she got in and started racing. Cruz Ramirez's confidence was wavering a bit in the middle of the race, but McQueen gave her a pep talk which helped her pull an amazing stunt as she surpassed Jackson Storm and won the race. Both McQueen and Cruz were declared the joint winner of the race, and this made McQueen delighted as he had become a mentor to another glorious career. The movie had a blissful ending as it teaches us how mentorship and confidence is needed for a blissful career. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more mind-blowing recaps like this. Thanks for watching.